Thank you. We'll next hear from Mr. David Beer.
Chairman McClintock, Ranking Member Lofgren, and distinguished members of the subcommittee, thank you for the opportunity to testify. For nearly half a century, the Cato Institute has produced original research showing that a freer, more orderly, and more lawful immigration system benefits Americans. Unfortunately, from January 2017 to January 2021, the U.S. immigration system underwent an assault unlike any in modern history. President Trump abused his authority to cut legal immigration from abroad by nearly 80%, refugees by 92%. He shut down asylum even for legal crossers. He stopped enforcing the law. He removed requirements to target public safety threats in the interior. As a result, he released twice as many convicted criminals as President Biden. He forced U.S. attorneys to prioritize misdemeanor family separation prosecutions of parents over sex offenders. By the time President Biden took office, the U.S. immigration system was in shambles. Immigration courts, consulates, ports of entry, all shuttered. Even detention centers were at half capacity. Many Border Patrol agents were assigned away from the border. Human trafficking investigators were working on low-level visa overstay cases. In December 2020, Border Patrol arrests were at the highest level for any December back to 1999. Evasions of Border Patrol were 75% higher than when President Trump entered office. Border Patrol was told not to impose consequences on crossers beyond expelling them to Mexico under Title 42 of the Health Code. A decade of progress on deterring criminals from crossing reversed. Encounters with convicted criminals tripled under the Trump administration. President Trump cut legal immigration. He increased illegal immigration, especially by criminals. After this 4-year sabotage, President Biden had to rebuild the immigration system from scratch. I criticize Biden's effort, but the fact is that it was always going to take time to undo this absolute disaster with no help from Congress and active obstruction by the states. He reprioritized public safety threats in the interior and cut releases of convicted criminals from detention in half. He refocused on border security, doubling detention, removing 3 times as many border crossers as President Trump. But it was fixing legal immigration that contributed to ending the crisis. Biden restored visa and refugee processing to above 2016 levels. Biden also deregulated the parole process to open this lawful pathway to allow asylum seekers to enter in a lawful and orderly way. Biden's approach was working. Yes, overall crossings increased during the economic recovery, but Border Patrol encounters were down 33% in Biden's final months compared to Trump's final months. Criminal crossings had fallen 57%. Evasions of Border Patrol were down 42%, falling immediately after President Biden reversed Trump's expulsion to Mexico policy. For the first time ever, most immigrants coming to the U.S. border were applying to enter legally through a regulated and screened lawful pathway. But the new administration is already undoing all the progress. The slew of new executive orders mandate violations of the U.S. Constitution, target peaceful people over violent felons, and by limiting legal immigration, encourage illegal immigration. The president has ordered violations of the Constitution's 14th Amendment, denying the legitimacy of millions of Americans, their citizenship, and threatening to deport babies born in America. He is threatening to use the military to arrest, detain, and remove people without proving to courts they are removable. His orders explicitly declare that he is above U.S. law, and he asserts he can ignore any immigration law that you, members of Congress, write. The president may have joked he wanted to be a dictator for a day, but he is not one. You, Congress, should defend your powers and the U.S. Constitution and our rights before they're gone. America's immigrants are with you. They come because America is the land of the free. Let's keep it that way. Thank you.